like how you started it off. There you asked that question, is Ralph guilty? You know I'm over here writing it out, right?
What did I say?
You started it off. Your first question was, is Ralph guilty? And you know where I'm at with it and what I'm trying to, and that I'm writing it out. So your first question was, is Ralph guilty? but,
Yeah, I really don't want to believe that he is.
me neither, and I don't believe that he's guilty. But I'm gonna break down. Somebody else is doing what I'm doing. Anybody can do this. They can put themselves in these positions and try to figure this stuff out. But at the end of all this, they gotta be coming down to what I'm coming down to. If they're not considering that, right? Oh, he's guilty, I need to figure this out. He's guilty, I need to break. Because they're gonna stop at one point eventually. This is how he's guilty, right here. If he's not that kind of person, though, if he's somebody different, he's talking different, he got a different mind, you know what I mean? Then the case go, I'm telling you, we can beat this. But for someone who's saying he's not guilty, they can come up with a lot of reasons for why the man not just not guilty if they have that brain and working that project out. You hear me? But for somebody who's saying he's guilty, then they're gonna stop at he's guilty instead of considering the fact that it's been going on and he's been set up and all those thoughts that come with that the man not guilty, and they all fall in place. Does that make sense? Alright, well, let me
Do you have like evidence, or not evidence, but do you know of, because not that his heart is guilty, but that they have set him up to do something that's guilty.
What are you asking?
Have they set him up to do something guilty without him fully understanding or knowing about it? Is he the potsy? Is he the puppet? Is he,
Yes, they have set him up to do something guilty without him. Well, I won't say without him fully knowing about it, but without him being like what they're trying to hang over his head is you was aware about this and you're guilty because you got to be guilty because you didn't say anything, you didn't bring attention to it, you didn't try to put a stop to it, you just let it go over your head. Like for instance, like you just let it go over your head, like, oh, my dad's in there making a mistake, but I'm not gonna go tell him what his problem is. I'm not gonna go expose him. I'm just gonna, hey, I'm just gonna do my job. Maybe maybe he got something else going this year. Maybe maybe it's something new going on. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. What they're gonna try to hang over his head though is shit. If anything, Ralph knew, and didn't say nothing.
Ralph knew what?
That Tevin Brookins wasn't supposed to receive a paycheck. Other than that, Ralph probably didn't even know, cause it's a setup. Ralph didn't even know. People been getting directly deposited. They getting directly deposited and etc. Ralph probably don't even know about this because it could be going over his head. What does that mean? Is payroll giving time she overpaying people. Payroll got doing something, lying about something, or adding up something on some time sheets, or Mr. Jeffries is turning in, or somebody is turning in time sheets. What was that? What was that? It would mean that. What was that with it? What was you asking?
Well,
Well, that would mean, look.
what did Ralph know that, and you went off on that I was getting these checks, and
That's what it is. That's what it is. Ralph didn't. If anything, Ralph wouldn't have knew. Ralph didn't know nothing about me getting overpaid. If anything, because I never would have called Ralph and said, "Hey, I got paid today," or I never would have called Ralph like, hey, bring me this check. I just would have just been getting overpaid. You get what I'm
Okay, well,
saying?
this
Now,
is-
now, just hear me out. I really need you to hear. Let me roll this blunt.
Okay.
And then let me roll this blunt, and I want you to keep asking questions too, because that's what I need. But this is why I need them to hear this presentation before asking me any questions, and then we can go from there. So what I'm trying to do is get this presentation put together. But what I need, what you doing? Ask questions like right now, please keep
Because
going.
understand, human resources and payroll may have responsibilities to do together. Like there's somebody that brings the paperwork, the notification of what's changed in our district to them. And it's not just employment, it's not just payment, you know.
And I'm sure that's Ralph's job.
I'm not sure whose job it is. What we need to do is we need to
Figure
go
out.
find somebody who works in another district and in the HR department.
But what does
And
that? What would that mean though? Who? What they? I mean, they obviously got
so we can
received
see
something.
what goes on in the office.
But they obviously received some payroll. Obviously received something and added up this check, or payroll set Ralph up and said, "I'm gonna add up. I'm gonna make this check and get him into some shit like now."
Mhm.
And they're hiding their fingers right now, saying, "Oh, he told what? I don't know what are they saying?"
Well, and then, and every time that's been brought up, they have said, "Oh, payroll's involved." Oh, trust
What
me,
if payroll
payroll
tells
is-
us Ralph told them to write the check? That's what they said. What if payroll tells us Ralph told them to write the check?
Well,
Then
of
they're
course
lying.
They will.
Then they're
Mhm.
lying. Or and if they lying, then who told them to write the check? Dr. Liggins? Because somebody, they had to sit down and add up 36 hours, 30, what the pay stubs say. So that comes in with timesheets right there. Okay? That comes in with timesheets. This is after the summer and everything. I'm not even working. So this comes with some timesheets for you to be sitting down adding up hours or whatever. Who brought you those, or who told, or yeah, it gotta be something like that. Who brought you those timesheets? That's what they're getting down to. I'm telling you, I'm getting where they at. Who brought you these timesheets? That's why you got these paychecks. It don't matter about, fuck all the overpay, fuck all the Ralph brought you the check and all that. Where did the money? How did the money get added up in the system to where you get a paycheck? You get what I'm saying? Because everybody got overpaid. Everybody got overpaid to where they had to pay something back. My paper check brought out the investigation. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh wait, something's wrong with this paycheck went back. GISD didn't expose them. Texaco exposed GISD. Alright, just follow me. I'm telling you what's going on. You roll the blunt. I'm gonna break it all down to you.
Wait a minute.
You already got a plan, alright? Yeah, stay tuned.
Can I ask you one question?
Ask me anything. Any question you want.
Can you turn off the recording?
No. Ask me anything you want.
When did you resign? April?
I think April 2017. I think I read that on something.
You got a paycheck throughout the whole summer?
January, February, March, April. I got another check in May, of course, and school was out June 5th or something. I got paid all summer.
Okay, so they're treating you as a salary employee. Or, that's what I don't, anyway, it doesn't matter. If you got paid throughout the summer and just continued to get paid, then they're saying in September it should have been Why are y'all still paying me? So,
They had some kind of time sheets. I was supposed to. Yeah, it sound like if I showed up to work every day, 8 hours a day, my check would be like, let's say 500 every 2 weeks. But if I on the day I wasn't there, I didn't get paid. I had to do a time sheet or something like that. Why? Even though I clocked in on the computer, got to clock out or what's etc. or whatever like that. The time that I wasn't there, I didn't get paid because I had I had done all my absences. So my time was going in. If I wasn't there 10 minutes, I didn't get paid them 10 minutes type shit. You know what I'm saying? Now all this overpaid shit is somebody, like you said in that last video, I think somebody made up a fake time sheet or something. See what I mean? Somebody made up a fake time sheet while I wasn't at work and turned it in. And this could be payroll, so Ralph didn't see it. Or this could be Dr. Liggins, who didn't give it to Ralph, but payroll, somebody who can't do that. But Ralph giving it to payroll is what they trying to say. And my question is, ask payroll, like I've been telling them, ask payroll what made them write the check, who signed off the check, and etc. And Ralph telling me he didn't sign off on no checks and all this. So like, who wrote the check? Where did it come from? Who signed off on it? Who told them to write the check? They telling me, we're getting into that. We're asking them about that. They telling me, but what if they tell us Ralph did it? Should y'all pay them to say it? Telling you, maybe this conspiracy, they all working together if you ask me. If they say Ralph told them to say it, when Ralph told them to write that check, then what check? What did he give y'all? He didn't just say write a check, write check. That check got different hours on each check on it. They all say the same amount of hours. What is that?
37.50 hours.
7, 14, 21, 28, 35.
And the checks were all like 500 something.
37.
37 hours worked.
8, 16, 24, 36. I don't remember ever working. I don't know, that just don't sound right. My hours don't even sound right. Do the math.
Right, I know. When I look at mine, it doesn't look right either, though. So I'm wondering how they calculate it as compared to how we calculate it.
Well, I got an hour off. I got 30 minutes.
Check in with
That's
Krista.
nothing. I don't know when I check in. I need to call today. That's I know I got 30 minutes off every day. I work from 7:30 to like 3:25. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. That's 8 hours a day, pretty much. 8, 16, 24, 32, 48. That's 48 hours a week. Or 8, 16, 8, 16, 26, 32, 48. That's in overtime. So that's 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, I work 48 hours a week. And well, yeah, I guess it was that salary sheet because I was full time. But when I didn't work, like I said, I didn't get paid. So I work 48 hours a week. That 37 shit. Would I do a half day every day or
This is recording.
call in or leave or call in on a Friday or something. Do 4 days and call in on a Friday. Or what does that mean? When hours don't even make sense.
No, we need to find out.
Yeah, like all that shit, them hours on that check don't even make sense. And they all the same. Like somebody made that shit. That's a fake ass check if you ask me now that I look at it.
Well, and then they're gonna say that you took it because you should have known it shouldn't have been.
I ain't seen no pay stub or anything like that. I got my check and it say what it say. I don't think it show the hours or none of that on the check. Ain't that something you printed out? I don't know. I don't know. Shit, I don't remember all that. Shit, I ain't look at all that. Shit, my job. Where I worked. Called me and said, hey, you got a check up here. Come get it. Shit, I went to go get it, whether it was Ralph or not. That's my job. Executives, bosses, telling me come up here and get this check. You got a check up here. Yeah, I went to go get it. I don't know Ralph. If it come, you know what I'm saying? When it really come down to it, I don't know Ralph. I'll kick his ass back some money. Hell no. It's my job. You know what I'm saying? It's my job, though. They called me and said, hey, check up here, come get it. They ain't got shit on me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I know if I can, I'm gonna go ahead and call Ralph. I'm gonna have to record it. And let it be known. Hell no, I ain't keep coming back no money. You know what I mean? Ever. But I really need to rap to you. I really need to stop this video that I got going right here sooner or later and rap to you what I got on this paper before I lose it. Because I can explain to you all kind of ways and points where they ain't got shit. This had to been happening. Ralph probably do know, Ralph possibly or gotta know something. Or he be saying he was set up too. And he'd even know how, where, and all that, but he still would feel guilty. That's great. You get that? That's some shit. It's kind of interesting story. I need to break it down. I need to break this down to you. Like, what are you doing? Tona, what are you doing?
I'm looking at pay grades and paraprofessional. How y'all get paid when GISD. This is 2011 and 12, or 10 and 11, but that's going to be close to the time you got the job, right? So I'm trying to find what pay grade you were supposed to be, and if they will put that on your check. And
see how many hours a day a person.
yeah, I'm getting.
How many hours a day goes? How many hours a week does a paraprofessional work? Just say that. Cause I ain't doing no talking. I'm wasting time in my video.
Yeah, it's not wasting time at all. Were you ever wanted? It's possible that your pay grade could have jumped up or down. You said at one time you were a receptionist. Or no, you were mostly a special.
I got paid for the same shit every time, but one time I got paid, but that's for another job after school, ACE.
ACE. Okay, I needed to know.
That ain't gonna be on. That ain't on my
Yeah,
paychecks.
it should. What? It needs.
That's a different job. That's an after school thing, after school program. That wasn't on my paychecks.
That you got overpaid for?
Yeah, I don't think, no, that ain't on there. It don't make no sense. But I did get $10 an hour. And I worked 8 hours a day for 7 hours and 30 minutes a day.
How many?
7 hours and 30 minutes a day is what it is. So it do come up to 37, doesn't it? Right.
Yeah, it would. Mm-hmm.
And what I do, miss a Friday every day?
No, because this was 60. Okay, if we gotta convert it to minutes,
So I was there every day on them paychecks right there. It's saying I was there every day, Monday through Friday. But it even got dates on there, don't
Yeah.
it? Like if I was there for
From
those
pay
days.
grade here to pay grade there.
And that was when I wasn't even there.
Right.
So yeah, that shit weird. I don't remember the last time I worked 3 weeks straight without missing a day neither. Like I said, and that goes into like I said too. I missed so many fucking days to where I had to I had to I had to how do I say this? I don't think my paychecks wasn't always the same eventually at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? Because they had to cut in on mine because I missed more than the days that I could and they'd be okay with. You get what I'm saying?
How much did you get paid an hour?
I think $10. My checks are like $480 for every 2 weeks. 460, 480.
Okay, but then you paid into TRS and all kinds of stuff.
That was still my checks every 2 weeks. None of that ever, I don't think any of that matters to me. But every year that I worked, I used to tell people I hate this. I have to wait like a month and a half before I ever receive my paycheck.
Because of the paper thing?
Just because that's just how it went. You had to put in a month before you receive
Oh,
the
yeah.
paycheck.
Yeah.
And at the end of the year, every year when I wasn't full time during the summer, I never got these checks. Like I'm thinking, damn, they would need two more checks supposed to come or something like that. You know what I mean? School out, these 2 more checks supposed to come. I don't think they did. They probably did. I don't remember. I don't really remember. But fuck all this shit though. I need to explain what I got on this video. None of this
Okay, go
stuff
ahead.
matters.
I'm listening.